but I keep asking the same question. Was Shane Olson doing a remodeling project for the Clermont County prosecutor while he was also being investigated by the Clermont County prosecutor for being put on the Brady List? That's a black and... Well, why haven't you guys asked him that question?
Because what he does in his personal business with a business that he has
that's
outside
not
of
personal.
The sheriff's
That's
a construction business is no different than your press business. If you were in the press and you worked here, what you did in your press business
this is complete bullshit. I'm standing in front of the Brown County Sheriff's Office where I came back for I think the third time to try to get an answer to the question whether Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project for Clermont County Prosecutor Mark Tekulve while at the same time he was being investigated for being put on the Brady List. The Brady List is a list of deputies and officers who are not able to testify at cases because they've been involved in lying, and it's easy to impeach their credibility. Shane Olson lied left, right, up, and down, as documented in a report in Batavia Village when it involved Jim Young's harassment of a waitress at a Frisch's.
She says this video shows Young pulling her hair.
He just grabbed me by my ponytail and like pulled me in, and I tried to pull away and he pulled me closer. He whispered in my ear, he's like, "You need to submit and listen to me, I'm your boss."
There were quite a few examples of lying in the report relating to Batavia Village Police Chief Jim Young. Probably the most thing that would stand out was that Shane Olson says he didn't see any harassment of a waitress, where the video shows Shane Olson laughing and looking at Young and the waitress as Jim Young is harassing her and pulling her hair.
She says this video shows Young pulling her hair.
He just grabbed me by my ponytail and like pulled me in, and I tried to pull away and he pulled me closer. He whispered in my ear, he's like, "You need to submit and listen to me, I'm your boss."
I came here months ago. I talked to Sheriff Hodges one-on-one. At the time that they were doing that Brady List check, multiple sources are telling me that he was doing a remodeling project for Prosecutor Tekulve.
Okay.
Which would be at a major conflict of interest.
I don't know anything about a remodeling project.
Yeah, at his house on Country Club Street or Road or whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
So
I know during our investigation, I know that we looked into the Brady List allegations. We were told that there was no Brady List violation. So that's...
Well, you seen the video of him laughing while Jim Young's harassing the waitress?
She says this video shows Young pulling her hair.
He just grabbed me by my ponytail and like pulled me in, and I tried to pull away and he pulled me closer. He whispered in my ear, he's like, "You need to submit and listen to me, I'm your boss."
And then claiming that he didn't see it or he didn't know it was going on?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't that seem a little unbelievable?
No, sir.
It doesn't seem unbelievable that somebody looking and laughing when it's pulling her hair.
I didn't see the video. My background investigators are the ones that did the investigation.
But you can see the video on Channel 9's website.
Okay. Well, what I know is I was told he was sitting at a table while something happened. They asked him if he heard what was said. He said he didn't.
He's looking right at him and he's laughing. Today I talked to Chief Deputy Justin Connolly, and he gave probably the most ridiculous answers. He claimed that it didn't matter, that it was his personal life, whether he was doing a remodeling project for the prosecutor who was investigating him for the Brady List, and it wasn't relevant to Shane Olson's credibility.
His business before he worked here, with his business, construction or whatever he did on the side, that doesn't have any relevance to what he does.
You don't believe that has any relevance?
Whether or not he was working, he could have been doing a job at your house. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, but I'm not the prosecutor and I'm not investigating him. That's why I'm saying what you're saying is absurd.
What I'm saying is we don't control whether or not he's on the Brady List.
But you can get an answer to a fact-based question. Why don't you want the answer to that question? Why are you avoiding getting the answer to that question? Because if the answer, no, because it's exactly relevant. Because if you got the answer to that question and found out that the prosecutor was conflicted doing a Brady List investigation, then it creates all kind of issues for you. That's why you don't want to get the answer to that question. Because if there was a conflict of interest, and if the Brady List investigation was intentionally tanked by the prosecutor because Shane Olson does nice, cost-effective remodeling, that's even worse. Let's imagine that Brown County sent to Clermont County to have Mark Tekulve to do a Brady List investigation of one of their deputies. And then after they got back results that Mark Tekulve had cleared them, they found out that Mark Tekulve was buds with the guy and had him do a remodeling project for him while he was doing the investigation. Would that be okay? Would they feel that was fine? No, it's ridiculous. Even if Justin Connolly was right, and it doesn't matter whether Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project for the person investigating him. If it doesn't matter, then why is everybody running away from answering the question on the record, fact-based, yes or no, was he doing a remodeling project for Prosecutor Mark Tekulve? I get that it's hard to hire deputies. I get that there's a shortage of deputies. But if you have a deputy that you know lies, if you know that he was protected in a rigged investigation while he was doing a remodeling project for the prosecutor, that's important. And if you want to then, after you get the facts, say that it doesn't matter, go ahead and say it doesn't matter. But get the facts. He was or wasn't doing a remodeling project for the Clermont County prosecutor, Mark Tekulve. I mean, Connolly had the absurdity to say that I'm the only person asking about this.
We did our background investigation, and he seems very respectful to me. I've never known him to be a liar. He's very polite when he interacts with me. He passed our standards for hiring, and we haven't had any complaints on him. The only person I've heard talk about him has been you.
Yeah, I'm the only person asking about this because there's a cover-up going on. I asked Connolly also, have you talked to people in Batavia Village? And I will get more information, but I think largely the answer to that question is no. I think it's a head in sand situation. I don't think Shane Olson should be policing. I think he has a pattern of lying, a pattern of only seeing what he wants to see. So Brown County, I got no issue with Brown County, but this is absurd. And the more you keep covering this up and putting head in sand and having ridiculous answers, again, Sheriff Hodges, Chief Deputy Connolly, if it doesn't matter, then there shouldn't be any issue with getting a factual answer on the record